Hey there, I'm Tomas Michaud, founder of Real Guitar School. Today, I want to show you the secret of playing fingerstyle guitar. And I'm going to use a tune I composed called Fisherman's Dream to teach you the basic steps to arrange a piece in fingerstyle guitar. Hey there. So I'm going to break this down into a couple of steps. First of all, it's not that hard to arrange something once you know the basic chords and you can play a basic melody. I'm going to use my fingers. I start off with step one, figuring out what the melody is. So I usually play it. In this case, I'm going to use a tune called Fisherman's Dream that I composed specifically to teach fingerstyle guitar. The melody sounds like this. Okay, start simple, of course, if you're just learning fingerstyle guitar, and this is a song I recommend to learn. Now, once you can play the melody, I start adding what I call the harmony. The harmony just means the chords. But instead of playing full chords, I start off with just playing what would be the bass line. So in this case, I'm playing a C chord. The bass note is the C note. So listen, I'll turn this into... I'm just playing the bass note for those first four notes. C note. So for the second four notes, I'm going to add an F note in the bass. It's an F chord that I want. So here's the notes, and here's the bass note with it. Now the bass notes are ringing and holding long enough so I don't have to play a bass note for every single melody chord. Basically the harmony or the chord lasts through those four notes. So C, F, now I'm going to G, I'm going to use the G bass note, and back to C, and then start over. To the F. And see, I'm using the pinky to play the melody. And then G. Back to C. The middle section. G. C. G. And then this is actually a C in the bass note. It's actually an F chord with a C in the bass note. And then the D minor chord, but I'm using the A for the bass note. Doesn't have to be the exact name of the chord, but it has to be a note within the chord. And then I experiment till I see what sounds best. This is still G. I'm using the third of the chord. And again, I don't think this out, oh, I need a third. I'm listening for what sounds good and a note that's in the chord. So I pick a G. There's all the notes in the G. So in the case of this, I change to the third to make a little different sound. And then the ending. Okay, I've created a note by note and with tab as well that you can download from my blog. So if you're on YouTube, head on over to my blog and go ahead and download that and follow along. Before you leave, I want to play a little more complicated version. It's not part of this lesson, but I want you to hear what this turns into. So the steps are, I start with the melody, then I add a bass note, doing some experimenting as I go along. There's not one bass note that works for every melody. And then I'll go ahead and add a finger picking pattern with the full chord. Again, experimenting till I see what sounds good. And a lot of times the fourth step is I'll start adding some harmony notes to the melody. In other words, playing two notes at a time. Again, listening to see what sounds good. Here's a more complicated version of this tune.